I'll be reacting to Magia record Puella Madoka Magica Side Story Episode 2 of its second season. I will be watching it from Funimation's website, and I will be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh, hell yeah. I'm actually stoked to this because the season for this series started out on a powerful note. Just wonder how they're going to follow it out. I'm going to assume this is going to be somewhat set in the past before everything went to shit. Either that or maybe Yachiro's encountered someone that's forcing some memories, forcing her to relive memories, and maybe that's what's happening right now. Because last I checked, wasn't she... Oh. Or a flashback. I know she's saying never again, but she hasn't gained an attachment to the other girls. That's why in life, there is a saying that goes, never say never, because when you say never, you might actually jinx yourself. And you might end up doing something that you never thought you'd be doing. The thing is, though, she can't completely lose hope yet because just so you know, like the stress and the turmoil. It's a good scene. Oh, shit. and if that girl knows what's good for her, she better answer every single question Nacho has. Sure, I'd be doing that. I'd be like, yeah, I'll give it every little bit of answer. If you want, even write it down. That's what I'd be doing if I was being interrogated by someone like her. Ah, yes, happy. That's actually one of the things I love about any Madoka series in general. They'll have like these nice, wholesome, cute, happy Magical Girl openings that would fit well in current day happy Magical Girl animes like the currently airing Muko Dreamy or the Pretty Cure series, and it fit pretty damn well. Yeah, we all know the series. Oh man, it ain't just all fun, sunshine and rose, and that's something I actually like. Although I like those little snippets of Claris Akaria music. Honestly, every single time they do an opening for this anime Madoka series, it just sounds glorious. I am definitely going to try to find the full version of this to listen to. Okay, that is some gorgeous looking animation. Magia record anime partners. That is a pretty looking logo there. The rumor of Peeping Castletown. Gotta admit. And that's a scary thought, considering that Yacho was established as so dang... Wait, what the... Oh. I'd say the only way of surviving is if she can utilize the doppel that was shown off in a few episodes in season 1 that some of the other characters utilize. She ain't going to be able to clear up her soul. That might be her only course of action in surviving. Oh, yeah. And I really hope you and I was going to be able to do that. You know what I like about that? I like how in these type of scenes it shows you that despite how helpless things look, she actually holds on to longings of the did hold really precious to her heart there. To them either disappearing or passing away. I love that. Shows you that as much as Yachio wants, I could see why people would have reservations and they'd have doubts in that. Hmm. The thing that these girls have to consider, though, the doubts going on this. Good, like it's too good to be true. That's going to be quite a tough task. In that, not only they have to keep trying to clean up the soul gem, they also got to worry about the fact of any of them going to make sure that they keep the others from falling into extreme emotional distress, because that's another way of one of the magical girls becoming a witch too in the series. Hmm. Hell yeah! I actually love our girls causing trouble. Ah. That actually puts in perspective why, despite it seeming like Yachio is actually wrecking a lot of witches, she's looking like she's pushing to the emotional and physical breaking point. I wonder who's going to ask us something that's going to be close to impossible. I mean, hey, considering the feats pulled off in the series, something like making rumors actually tangibilizing them into some sort of reality does actually seem pretty feasible. I wonder what that could be, though, the internal Sakura. Is it going to be some kind of like way of keeping Soul Gems infinite and clear without having the need to constantly slay witches? That's going to be my guess. Why do I get the feeling that somehow it's going to slip from Kuroi's mouth? Yeah, I have a feeling that it's going to find a way slipping from her mouth. Either unintentionally, because that's how it usually goes in anime when you have characters saying, never let this slip out, this bit of information. Oh, that's a cute little. Oh, and it. Even though, yes, I dislike the older QB to let go intense degree, the child QB, I just can't hate it. It's fucking cute. Oh, man. You know, I would actually be, if actually did find an online cute, like a child QB merch, I might actually be inclined to buying it. Like a badass, too. Sounds pretty fishy, though. And I'm not gonna blame our girl for having doubts. You know, she has a point. That's just obscuring the truth. I ain't lying by technicalities. Oh, hello, user with the kanji name. I hope you're having a fantastic day right now. And yes, I'll look up your name in Google Translation once the reaction's over, so I can also officially thank you by your actual username. Should like how they're explaining the process when it comes to the witches and the doppel related things too, actually. Yeah, I had a feeling there was going to be a kicker. I fucking knew it, because even when the leader of Magia explained everything's going to be peachy fine, I had a feeling that was way too good to be fucking true. I wonder if it's reduced lifespan and that could be a risk. My guess is it isn't, but it depends on the methods of doing that, though, because if you end up making a lot of measurable addicts, then that's going to have its own set of negative consequences, too. Damn, that's a... The thing is, I think Yacha's being too tough on herself, because in life, there's just things you're not going to be able to control. Sometimes people leave your life, and it's just things that are outside your control. I understand she's seen it, but I hope that doesn't make Yacho prone to making mistakes, though, or making her cause her to fall into traps. Because the reason why I say that is when someone is in that state, they're sometimes they're not going to focus what's currently going on around them, and having such a narrow focus. Well, she found. Oh, this girl better run! Oh shit! I would not be surprised if Yacho does capture Kodai and finds a way of gaining massive amounts of information from her, because but the thing is, Yacho's gonna have to have that bit of edge, though. And she's gonna want to get things done. So I'm not gonna blame her for having that perspective. Yeah, but what the lady isn't mentioning is the downsides to all this. Yeah, but what about all the weaker Magical girls? I'm assuming the weaker Magical girls completely outnumber the strong. The thing is, though. Oh, okay, okay. I thought for a second there was a chance that she was going to become a witch or something. I was getting a little bit scared for a second. Just how epic the music is to watch. She's got a transformation sequence. Oh my! It looks beautiful. Honestly, I'm not gonna blame Yachio for trying not to understand. Well, yes, it would be better if she tried to talk things out a little bit more. Honestly, the people that have put on Magus haven't exactly been completely rational in their approach either. Okay, I thought for a second this was actually going to warp away. You know something nice about the fight scene? My goodness, I'm liking it now on this specific bit. You're actually seeing our girl actually push back a doppel user solo. I honestly agree with the lady calling Naruto weak because even though Noah isn't by technicalities strong physically, she does have a lot of emotional strength, considering what we've seen of it all in season one. Oh snap! Are we gonna see her unleash her doppel? Seems like we might finally get it. Yep, looks like it. Yo, it looks pretty dang glorious. Okay, our budget just went up tenfold. With the way when you see like other ground and like the blocks or multiple wind creatures moving at once on screen. There's a lot of detail going on. And I love all the fights in this season have like gone completely uphill too. Oh damn! And that's with Yacho not even having much experience utilizing those kind of abilities. Yo, talk about adding insults to injuries there. Hey, you know what? I actually do like that because despite Yacho being as heated as she is, it shows you that she's still got the compassionate side in herself, despite her having every right to be completely angry. Actually, yeah, not only is Yacho physically strong, she's also emotionally strong too. Because throughout the series, we've seen at least a few match roles easily be taken in by their emotions, but in this instance, Yacho didn't fall into those trappings. Okay, I wonder what's Child QB's game there. But I guess given by that scene, it's definitely showing you that the Child QB is definitely smarter than at least meets the eye. You know, if I was in that spot, I'd be creeped the fuck out in that weird looking area. It looks sort of like a labyrinth, a witch's labyrinth. I gotta even like that yeah sound effect. Gotta admit, that puts a smile to my face. Mm. Hopefully that means something positive will happen. Huh. Oh wait. Yes, a girl. Okay. Oh shit. I guess it was too good to be true for her to show up in a normal form. Oh, I thought for a second it was going to continue on, but I guess it makes sense. So that was probably one of the best cliffhangers they could have done. You know, I'm liking the music of the ED. Now, as for the ED visually, it's not bad. Yeah, it takes a bit more of a minimalistic approach versus some of the other EDs of the season. But it looks damn good, so I don't mind that approach a single bit at all. I just wonder if if the visuals for the ED are just going to be for this week's episode, because I know sometimes Studio Shaft, on anime, they do have a tendency of switching up their openings and EDs. And I just wonder if this is like an incomplete version, because usually Studio Shaft EDs have more animation than this. Vocals are great, though. I actually really like the song, and I definitely want to listen to the full version of it when it releases. Hopefully, they got a preview, because honestly, the episode was freaking fantastic. But if it doesn't have a PB, I'd be fine with that either, because it'd be less spoilers too. Ah, damn! I guess that's it. Really great episode, regardless. Though I'm definitely going to be giving this one a 9.25 out of 10. I thought it was amazing because it provided a lot in just a small amount of time. And let's start out with this. I love how this episode, you get a lot of plot progression, because you had pretty much a few minutes into the end of last week's episode, and the majority of this episode, you had Yachio looking for Iroha. So when she finally does encounter her, it didn't feel abrupt, because you had a bit of screen time from the previous episode and all of this episode for that. So I thought the pacing was smooth. It was well done, because it also allowed us to see just the emotional distress that Yachio is going through. And, well, at least in the perceived loss of Iroha. We know that Iroha didn't die, but she perceived that loss. And seeing how you can tell, like, how broken up she was, just looking at her facial expressions, was kind of sad. In a good way, too, because it's like sometimes you don't really know what you've lost until you've completely lost it. And I do love that, because it was a nice contrast from season one, where in season one, the episodes were bright, vibrant, playful, filled with a lot of energy whenever Iroha was on screen. And then this season's like the polar opposite of that. And I like that, because if season one wasn't like that, the dark events in this season wouldn't have been as powerful. So that's why I also got to give the episode credit where it took its time to pace things properly. And something else that I also really loved about this episode too was just the mystery on Child QB, because it's like makes you wonder who Child QB's allegiances lie, because literally he had an option of going with Mafuyu and it chose not to take that route. Instead, it decided to run and lower Kuroe away. And now it's making me wonder what is its play, exactly what is its goal. But regardless, it makes Child QB really damn interesting. So that's another thing I like about this episode, because it's showing us that Child QB is more than just a character that's there to look cute, which, you know what, I wouldn't mind a character that's there to look cute. I do watch a fair share of natural girl animes like Miku Dreamy and Tropical Road Pretty Cure, and I don't mind that, but I think they're handling Child QB pretty damn well. As for other things that I also loved about this episode too, I like the character development from Yachio, because it first started out with her going through character degression. And what I mean by degression, I mean that in a positive way, because we see her just psychologically wrecked by the events of the events over the last two episodes. And it was just so rewarding seeing her not only defeat her opponent, but at the end choose to spare her opponent. And I love moments like that, because it shows you that even when the chips are down and against her favor, Yachio isn't going to fall apart. And I like that. I think it makes her a much more memorable character. And I love how they're making Kuroe a much more prominent character, because I think her character design looks good. And also, I always like the moments that have had her in the previous season. So I think that's also pretty dang nice in its own way, too. And that's why I thought the character beats in this episode were well done. Now, aside from that, gotta say the other things in this episode were done pretty well, too. The animation quality, amazing. Studio Shaft just proves why, when it comes to Natural Girl anime, they're a cut above the rest, because I'm currently watching most of the currently airing magical anime, like Miku Dream Mix and Tropical Road Pretty Cure. And don't get me wrong, Tropical Road Pretty Cure looks good, but damn, this pretty much annihilate. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I'm also watching Blue Reflection Ray. And out of the 4 magical animes, this series just completely eviscerates all those 3 series visually. Because from like the hyper detailed backgrounds towards some of the graffiti, when you have Yachio fighting and you see the graffiti still there, even with these fight scenes that have a lot of frames per second, it was just amazing. Because the Studio Shop animators could have just chosen to animate fight scenes with much more simplistic backgrounds, yet they didn't do that. They instead just flexed their visual muscle. And that's something I really love. Just seeing that type of master craftsmanship. And honestly, Yachio's double form looked amazing. I loved it. And the artwork was on model from start to finish. And the Matcha Girl transformation was fucking beautiful. So that's why I thought it did amazing from a visual standpoint. And the voice performances were great, especially from Yachio's voice actress. And that's why I have to rationalize a 9.25 out of 10 score, because it was by far an amazing episode. And if anything, this series already with like 2 episodes, it's already in my top 5 anime of the season. And that's in a lot, because I'm currently watching everything. And it's already skyrocketed above most of the animes I'm watching. And that's impressive. Because don't get me wrong, I liked season 1, but I am loving season 2 so far. This season has far and above gone the extra mile, because they've even upped the stakes when it comes to the fight scenes. They've made them much more larger than life, and I love that. And especially the stakes, considering that now you even have Yachio taking on creatures that only give off grave seeds, that actually adds to a lot of the tension too. And that's why I thought the episode was absolutely amazing. And I also love how they mentioned the consequences of Metro goals utilizing Doppel. Because I was wondering, are they going to make this a be-all, end-all with like zero consequences? And this episode emphasizes, no, they're not going to do that. It ain't just going to be a get at a free gel card. There's going to be costs associated with them. And I love that kind of stuff because in anime, sometimes I see them tempted to, like, in their quest of powering up their main characters, they sometimes do it to the point where they overpower the main character so much, they make the main villain in the series feel like an afterthought. Like how the series, nope, it's not doing that. And that's why I just loved how I handle things narratively. But right before I go, though, let me just say thank you to Pedo Cello. At least that's what I think your YouTube name is, because I utilize Google Translate. Thank you very much for commenting on the live chat. And everyone else, thank you all very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate it, share it, comment, or subscribe, because, of course, I'm definitely going to be reacting to the next episode. And I recommend y'all subscribe if you do not want to miss that, because I usually do live streams. So due to that, I can pretty much react to an episode at any moment. Considering my work schedule, it's always tough to react to the series the moment it comes out. I'll try next week to do it earlier, but it's just been tough, though, because of all the work. But regardless, it was fun, and I know it was awesome seeing Iroha back. I just absolutely loved it. If anything, it surpassed all my expectations, because I kind of like how it ain't just going to be easy for them to get it all back. They're going to have to work towards it at Ochi. I like that, because it kind of reminds me of a situation when Sayaka completely went out of control and she became a witch in the original Madoka Magica series. And then you had Kyoko had to take on Sayaka and her witch form. Kind of reminds me similar to last situation, but the difference here, there's more optimism here, because unlike the situation in the original Madoka where if you turn to a witch, you're pretty much condemned, this series, that ain't the case. Since it's utilizing her doppel, there's a chance that Yachio is going to actually be able to get her back to normal. So that's something that I'm really liking. It's giving me like those original Madoka Magica parallels, but with a bit more hope sprinkled in, though. And I mean, shit, I don't know. I don't know the odds of it all living, though, because I remember the original Madoka series having like a deceptive opening where it made it seem like Mami was going to live throughout the whole series. So for all I know, Iroha's prominently showed up in the opening, but then she might be off in episode 3, all Mami style. Hope not, though. I actually really, really like Iroha. But either way, oh man, next week can't come soon enough. And man, I'll be there to react to it. But yeah, I agree with you, Perochi. The drawings were they were gorgeous. A lot of those drawings are actually wallpaper worthy, actually. Like, my goodness. Especially like every shot where you've got Yachio in her doppel form, it just looks so visceral. I noticed like in one of those shots there was like a slight certain camera angle that looked pretty damn cool. And that's what makes the shot one of the best animations. It's just they can either make dialogue sequences look amazing or action sequences look amazing. They're just a well-rounded studio. But yeah, it was actually nice reading your comments, Perochi. And so anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate it, share it, comment, or subscribe. And I hope to see y'all either next week, if you catch me for my reaction to the next episode, or in around 3 to 8 minutes, because I will be reacting to how this hero rebuilt the kingdom episode 6. And just like this one, I will also be watching it from Funimation's website in case y'all want to sync up the video. But anyways, thank you very much, everyone, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.